No, Joe Biden, if he becomes president, should not forgive your student loan debt. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senator Elizabeth Warren are currently pressuring Biden to cancel part, if not all, of the $1.5 trillion in outstanding student loan debt in our country. Biden himself has already said he'd cancel some of the debt, at least totaling $370 billion. I know, debt sucks. And it sounds good at first pass when Biden promises to pay off your student loans, but it's not quite that simple. Here are 5 reasons it's a bad idea. Number 1, you can't just erase debt. It doesn't disappear. Somebody pays for it. So if Biden canceled student loan debt, you would pay for it. And that's unfair to people who don't have debt. Only 1/3 of American adults have a bachelor's degree. 2/3 do not. So that in and of itself is unfair. Why should the 60% who don't have a bachelor's degree pay for the 30% who do? If you choose not to go to college, why would you want to pay somebody else's tuition bills? Likewise, if you were responsible with your schooling, why should you be forced to pay for the irresponsible financial choices of other people? For example, my sister went to a satellite branch of a big state school for the first year of college to save money so that she would not rack up debt. I worked almost full-time during college so that I wouldn't have any debt. Now we are going to be forced to pay off your debt? No, thank you. Plus, the people with the highest amount of debt went to the ritzy schools. Those people are usually the richest to begin with. Or else, the reason they have the highest amount of debt is because they went to grad school and now they have the highest earning potential. Forcing other people to pay off their debt does not in any way, shape, or form help low-income students go to college. And that brings us to point number 2. Canceling student loan debt is basically a regressive tax on lower-income people that benefits higher-income people. When I say it's regressive, I mean it's literally burdening lower-income Americans with lower earning potentials and giving free money to wealthier Americans with higher earning potential. According to a University of Chicago study, full student loan debt cancellation would give $192 billion to the top 20% of income earners, while the bottom 20% of income earners would get only $29 billion. That means the top 20% gets 6 times more benefits than the bottom 20%. Remember, college graduates earn $1 million more in lifetime income than people with just a high school diploma. So again, how is that fair to cancel debt for the people with the highest earning potential? Here's some perspective to make this feel real. The unemployment rate due to COVID-19 lockdowns for high school graduates is 8.1%. The unemployment rate due to COVID-19 lockdowns for college graduates is 4.2%. Yet what are Biden and the Democrats proposing? A gigantic financial giveaway that benefits the college graduates, leaving the high school graduates in the dust again. Point number 3. Biden's plan is also a bad incentive to take out more debt and continue this vicious cycle. If a young person believes that their debt will be canceled, they're more likely to take out more loans and more debt than they can afford. Students and young people are literally disincentivized from being responsible, which will make the debt problem worse. Likewise, point number 4, Joe Biden's plan incentivizes colleges to hike tuition, as if skyrocketing college tuition isn't already a huge problem. If Biden cancels student loan debt, that high tuition problem will likely get much worse, because we already have data that shows for every dollar increase in federally subsidized loans, college tuition increases by 63 cents. Finally, point number 5. Make no mistake, Joe Biden's student loan debt cancellation plan is intended to encourage more people to go to college. Not because more people need to go to college, but because how else are liberals supposed to make sure young people are fully formed into docile little socialists if young people don't complete the indoctrination in rabidly leftist colleges and universities? So don't be fooled. Student loan debt is a problem, no doubt about it. We're setting up young generations for failure by saddling them with crushing debt for a women's studies degree from some liberal university that won't help them get a job. But the federal government canceling outstanding student loan debt by forcing taxpayers to subsidize people's existing debt is not the way to fix it. In fact, Biden's plan is not only unfair, it will make the problem worse. You will be on the hook to pay for it, and the result will be even more liberal indoctrination at leftist universities with higher tuition.